These are Stuart Weitzman ladies' shoes, sort of a reptile pattern on them. These little gold cap toes. And I've had these forever. Picked them up, probably came in an auction box lot if I remember right, from a couple of years ago. And I put them up pretty high at $80, but they've languished for a couple of years now. Finally got a $25 offer on them. This is a deck of cards from Iceland Air. I flew Iceland Air in 2001, fall of 2001, just after the 9/11 attack. Plans were already made to fly to Amsterdam, take trains through Germany and Europe. Well, on the flight, I decided to purchase a deck of cards as a souvenir, and I pulled them out of a drawer probably a month or so ago. Put them up for sale, and they sold for $19. Every now and then I sell another one of these vintage style telephone directories or indexing little machines. This one has the rotary dial on it. And this one was still new in the box. Nothing filled out on it. And it did take about 3 months to sell. And we only got $19 for it. This is a Ward's Airline AM/FM stereo receiver with an 8-track recorder. And to clean this up a little bit, it was just like $1 at a garage sale, and they didn't know if it worked. So I took a chance on it and took it apart, cleaned it up, put a new belt on it, got the 8-track recorder working and the rest of it working, made a little video, and it only took about 3 weeks to sell, and I got $60 for it. Keens. These are ladies' hiking boots, sort of a rust color. Just a garage sale find from a couple of months ago for a couple of dollars, and they sold for $40. I was at a garage sale a couple months ago, and they had one speaker for sale, but I recognized the brand and the model as a Advent speaker, as these what are referred to as fried egg tweeters. And the speaker was very weather damaged as far as the cabinet goes, and then the woofer. I need to order the surround to get this fixed and put this woofer up for sale. But the tweeter was fine. I put it up for sale right away, and it sold for $40. Another one of these pipe tobacco pouches sold. I bought several of these in a bag. This one's got a little bit of a scratch on it, and the cellophane is missing from the packaging. So I only priced this at $20 compared to $25 on the other new pouches. Took about 2 weeks to sell. This is a Zenith brand digital TV converter. Converts the analog or digital signal to analog for your old TVs. I buy and sell these quite often, although lately sales have been down, and I don't run across them that often. This being Zenith brand, I knew would sell because people are kind of brand mavens, and if they need something, they'll look for the brand they want. And so this only took about a month to sell. I got it for $2, and it sold for $30. This is a pair of split-toe men's Keens that I picked up at a garage sale. Second pair of Keens to sell in the past week. Maybe summer's finally over. Haven't sold a lot of shoes recently, and these I was only able to get $25 for them, and it took a couple of months. Probably paid $2 for them at the garage sale. Every now and then you make a sale and you pull the item out to ship, and it just doesn't look like the listing, which is the case on these speaker grills from an old console that I tore apart about 3 years ago. I listed the speaker grills. They're a rattan weave, and when I went to pack them this morning after they finally sold for $40. They just didn't look the same. So I took a picture, wrote the guy, sent him the picture, and he agreed with me and decided to cancel the order. So at least I saved a lot of time, effort, and shipping expense, and didn't have an angry customer. Yesterday, Labor Day, not much going on, so I sat in the living room in the afternoon. It was very humid, so nice to be able to do these on the coffee table, just listing manuals that I've accumulated, including the Sansui 9090 dB receiver that I sold the actual amplifier a couple of weeks ago for $1,600. But I rarely include the manuals because people will buy them without the manual, without a second thought. And that way I didn't leave $30 on the table. That's what this sold for just hours after listing it. This is a Summit racing hat. Summit is a supplier of racing equipment for stock cars and Grand Prix racing and all sorts of things. I think I used to have a set of 5-point seatbelt safety harness from Summit in my car once. In any case, this I've had up for sale for a couple of years, just a quarter at the garage sale. It sold for 20 bucks. From my vast inventory of take-up reels, this is a 5-inch Panasonic branded take-up reel. It came with a tape deck, and I sold the tape deck, but it already had a reel with it, so this one I kept out and listed separately, and it sold for $19.